Hello everyone! Welcome back to some full invasion. This is the 7 Years War versus Invasion of Goblins at a kind of familiar place, but definitely has changed since the last time I was here. This is Carnhold Keep, and if you've watched any of my series in the past, you probably would recognize what this place is, but again, it's changed a little bit. So, this used to be a much narrower hallway with a much narrower staircase. It was a kill zone. This is new. You weren't able to get up here before. You were only able to be on this side and this side. You weren't able to get any height at all, but apparently now that's totally changed. You could get up in this tower. You can get up on those buildings, I guess. Where's the staircase at? Back here? Wow. There. Okay, so this building is the same. You can get up on this wall now. So yeah, there were no stairs on this past the one that was right down there. So this is totally different. So now you can get in the front of the castle. You got this, buddy. There you go. That was kind of funny. So yeah, this has changed a little bit. It's kind of cool. I like it. I like the change. So you can come down here. Which leads... Oh, okay, this just leads over here. And now we're here. Oh, I forgot to take off casualties. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's get up high. I keep using the wrong key for the chat. Hey! So what about, I gotta talk about it, because I actually just saw it before this recording, the new Game of Thrones episode. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know if I don't want to spoil anything. Oh, but it was good! Dang it, it was good. But, like, I don't want to ruin this episode for people who haven't seen it. Did I talk about it? I don't know. Maybe? Oh yeah, kick that goblin. Kick it! Yeah! Nice job. How far back can you get up? Wow. Yeah, this place is much bigger. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, I'll talk about it. So if you haven't seen the new episode, I guess just wait to see this until after you have, if you even care about Game of Thrones. So let's talk about the Tower of Joy. That was a pretty awesome scene to actually see. Because you read about it in the books, you know about it. You know that Lyanna Stark is up in that tower, and that's, you know, Ned Stark is there to get her. And to see the fight with, what's his name? Sir Arthur Dayne. Oh my gosh. That was pretty badass, because he took everybody down. And it makes sense, because, you know, he was the most skilled swordsman in Westeros at the time. And it was just really, it was awesome to see him just, like, I don't care if I'm outnumbered. I'm going to kill you all. And he would have, too. And I really like it that, you know, Ned Stark didn't really technically beat him, even though that's the story. That's what's been passed down for, you know, years or whatever. And that it was actually Howland Reed that saved Ned Stark's ass by stabbing that dude in the back. Like, I thought that was That was pretty cool. Oh, that fight scene was so cool. The dual wielding. You don't really see dual wielding much in Westeros. Or like at all, actually. Right? I'm trying to think now. On the show, at least, I don't think you've seen like any dual wielding. So that's really rare. And also, I don't believe Sir Arthur Dayne was even a dual wielder. I think he just used one sword. It was his, what was his family sword? Oh god, I can't remember the name of it. But it was like a very special sword, and I don't think they showed that. But that's cool. It's cool. The dual wielding was nice to see, even though it may be a little wrong. Or different. Let's just say different. Oh my god, there's so many goblins. How far does this go back? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. We must hold them here. This far, no further. Fight for your lives! Oh god. No! Oh, there's so many. So yeah, the Tower of Joy was really cool. And of course, Jon Snow. His scenes were pretty cool. His talk with, what's his name? Giantsbane, Tommen Giantsbane. That was pretty great. It's all like, they think you a god. But I don't think a god has such a small pecker. Anyway, it's pretty funny. So that was cool. Then later in the show, when Jon Snow executed the people who murdered him, that was also another cool scene. Because, man, F that kid, right? Just, oh, I hated that kid. What the hell is his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. His name is not important enough to remember. But that was cool. I like that Sir Alistair went out kind of like a warrior, like a true warrior, because he's just like, listen, man, I fought my battle, I chose my side, and I lost. And I thought that was kind of cool. He didn't try to talk shit to Jon Snow or anything. Well, he kind of, like a little bit. Just by him referencing him as Lord Snow, because when he says Lord Snow, you know he doesn't mean Lord. So, anyway, but he still went out pretty cool. Oh yeah, and then like the mic drop moment of Jon Snow, like, my watch has ended. I'm like, what? So that's leading me to think that like maybe Jon Snow is going to meet up with Sansa at some point, and then together they may retake the North. Like I don't know, but he's at the end of this episode, he willingly ended his watch. Like oh man, this just totally restarted, didn't it? Oh well. So yeah, he's no longer Lord Commander. So he has to be meeting up with Sansa at some point, right? Like, it has to be. They're gonna kick Ramsay Bolton's ass, who now apparently has Rickon in his castle. Also Rickon. Holy crap. Who cares about that character? I never cared about that character in the books. Never cared about him in the show either, because there's no real reason to yet. They haven't really written Rickon in the book or in the show to be that special. It's just like, he's a Stark. That's it. But, you know, maybe he'll get some cool stuff this season. So yeah, he's back with Osha? The lady that was taking care of him, the wildling lady? Oh gosh. Now we just went to modern. Oh no. So this is versus goblins just with modern guns now? Oh. Okay, well, I'll get a Desert Eagle. Maybe. I don't know. It's like the same thing, it's just with modern weapons. That seems silly. And I just pressed R to reload my gun. doesn't work. That's because it's this. Oh yeah, what else happened in that scene or this show? We saw Tarly, Samuel Tarly, right? His name's Sam. Yeah, Sam. That was cool, I guess. There's really not much happening with their storyline right now. They're just still traveling to, what is it, White Arbor, and his home at Hornhill. So yeah, not much going on there. Oh yeah, Arya. Fucking Arya becoming a kind of blind badass by the end of this like montage. And then she gets her sight back. So she's not going to be just a blind badass. She's going to be, I can see. And I'm a badass. I'm still questioning if she's really letting go of who she is. I mean, it kind of implies that she did. Because, Yakin? Hagar? He said that when she had the cup of that water that kills most people, he's like, you have nothing to worry as long as you're not lying and you actually believe yourself to not be Arya Stark anymore. And she takes a sip, she gets her eyesight back, doesn't die. So I'm like, well, maybe she does, at least for right now, totally buy into the fact that she's going to be a faceless one and she is no longer Arya Stark. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think I wouldn't think she would let it go. Like, not 100%. But I guess we'll see. I've always thought this was a silly faction. But yeah, it was kind of nice to see her fight back against, I don't even know who the other lady is, but the other lady was testing her with the stick and kicking her ass through the past couple episodes, and she just was finally like, nah, I've got it now. I'm better than you. And you could see how angry the other lady was when Arya was like, nope, you're done. You're done. You can't even beat a blind person. Way to go. So yeah, it was nice to see her get all upset. I'm like, oh, you mad. You're so mad. Not much still going on with Daenerys. Her scene was, you know, I don't know, she met the other wives of old Khal. So that was cool, I guess. I'm guessing that her storyline, the whole reason for her even being there, because they mentioned that the meeting of the Khals is going to happen or something like that. Some leadership meeting is happening. So I'm guessing, because they specifically say that they're going to meet up to see which cities get sacked, that she's going to try, like, the whole purpose of her being there in this season is to convince the Khals to come together and sack her enemies, which would be, what are the cities' names? The Masters of Yokai and, I don't know, there's like 2 other cities. Because also in that episode, Varys learned that the Masters of Yokai and the other slave cities were funding the Sons of the Harpy. And then later in the episode, you see, or is mentioned that the Khals are coming together to see which cities are going to be sacked. And I'm just saying Daenerys is there. So maybe those 2 scenes are connected. Like, hey, maybe the Khals are going to be convinced to sack these cities and kill the old masters. I don't know. That's just, I could be totally wrong. But one way or another, I believe the Khals will eventually follow Daenerys. I don't know exactly how she's going to convince them. Maybe because her dragon will come and the Khals will be like, oh god, alright, listen, we were just kidding when we captured you. Listen, it was all a joke. We'll follow you. You have a dragon. Lol. So somehow she's going to convince them forcibly or just with words, or because they want to, they'll follow her. That's the only reason of her being in the situation she's in now, right? It's just to set that up to get the Khal support. Because I don't think it makes sense that the only reason of her being captured is just to be rescued by those two people. Oh my god, I'm so bad with names. Jorah Mormont and leader of the Second Sons. I can't remember his name. But, like, that can't be the only reason she's there. Just to have, like, that event of those two breaking into Dothraki and rescuing her. Like, no. She's not a character that needs to be rescued. And I think it would be really shitty if that's the only purpose of her being there, was just to be rescued. Like, she's Daenerys Stormborn. Like, don't... No. She'll get out of this. So yeah, that happened. And what else? The Lannisters. I kind of fear for the small council after this episode, because Cersei has proven to not give one fuck about other people besides, like, her immediate family. And I don't think she views her uncle as immediate family. So, I don't know. Anybody who goes against her, she typically kills. She may find a way to kill him. Maybe Gregor Clegane will do it. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe not. I don't know. But people that go against Cersei usually don't end up in a good position. And he clearly defies her. He's like, you have no power over here. You're not even a queen. Get the hell out of here. Man, she wishes she was queen. She probably also wishes that her children were still alive. Shit talking a fictional character. Oh god, I have no melee weapon. My greatest weakness. Melee. Oh my god. It's a slaughter. It's a damn slaughter. Oh, right. And then the scene with Cersei's son, what was his name? Tommen? Not Tommen. What the hell is that son's name? The king. Technically the king, but he's been just this weakling this whole time. He has a talk with the Sparrow, even brings his, Kingsguard in there, but in the end, the Sparrow just sits him down like, hey man, listen, we're all friends here, even though I'm imprisoning your wife, I made your mother walk through the city naked, covered in shit, listen, I'm a good guy. And like, Tommen goes in there all angry and, almost crying, which, good actor there. I believed that he was really upset. But then by the end, he gets all calm. He's like, And it made me think that his character is sitting here thinking that the Sparrow isn't that bad of a guy. And that, maybe he can talk to him and maybe he'll try to make the Sparrow his counselor or something. Because even the Sparrow was like, listen, everybody needs a wise counsel around them. And it looked like he was believing the Sparrow. I don't believe the Sparrow is as kind as he comes off. I don't believe almost anything that he says. Maybe he is not a liar, but I don't believe it. I think he just wants power. He sees a way to get power. And he's gonna use that power. But man, what is his name? Is it Tommen? I'll say this for Joffrey. At least I remembered his name because I hated him so much. But like this guy, I just... I don't know. I can't remember his name. And he's the king. Like I should remember. I should know his name. Oh well. Yeah, his conversation with the Sparrow was kind of interesting and shows him to be easily manipulated, like he has been through most of his life. And that is continuing to this day with somebody who is clearly his enemy. I would be kind of surprised if the king lives through this entire season. I'm just going to put that out there. And I have to call him the king because I can't remember his name. Like, Tommen is the only name that's coming to mind, but I wanted to say that was one of the Stark kids, right? It doesn't matter. Whatever. So yeah, we'll see if the king lives through this season or not. I'm thinking he won't. He's too weak. No, 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 no. Back up, back up. No, no. Stop it. Stop. I was slain. Well, I think that's probably a good time to call it anyway. That Game of Thrones episode, man, it's good. It's good. I'm really enjoying this season so far. And so many things are building up. The conflict between the Faith Militant and Cersei and the Martells. In the north, you got Ramsay with the old Stark bannermen coming to his side to fight off the wildlings. That's going to happen. You got Daenerys against the Dothraki. And then, of course, you got Dorne, which I don't even know what's going to happen with Dorne now that these... what are they called? The Serpents? Are they called the Serpents? Now that they control it? No idea. But we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you next time. Take care.